Jacques, you're working as a Christian pastor with the one thought to help you do life well. Your parents might have done this when you were little, sent you to deliver a message. My mum, in my case, would instruct me to go to my dad and tell him something to do that I would never have done otherwise. Out of myself, I would never have dreamt of telling my dad to drop everything and to come into the house to eat. But when my mother sent me, I did it because it was in her name. What was interesting is that whenever I came to my dad and told him that Mum called him for supper, he would never look at me and say, I'm not going because you're just a silly little boy, you don't know anything. He somehow knew that the authority of the message did not lie in the messenger, but lied in the authority of the sender. Now, Jesus said something similar. He was referring to his enemies, and he told the crowds, the Pharisees sit at the seat of Moses, and because of that, they do carry some authority. But do not do what they do. When they speak on behalf of Moses, do what they say, but do not follow their example. They, the Pharisees, were speaking on behalf of God's law, which was what Jesus referred to as Moses. But he wanted the crowds to look, to observe. When are they speaking on behalf of God's law? And when was it that they were speaking just out of themselves? This is the thought that I want to share with you today. You and I cannot discard a message plainly because of the messenger. But on the flip side, we cannot accept a message just because the messenger says so. Our job is to identify the sender, the authority behind the message, and to act accordingly. So I want to encourage you today to be intentional in your listening, to look at the messages that you receive, and to act appropriately towards the authority behind the messenger. But when all is said and done, do yourself a favor today and do not stumble over the messenger. I hope this thought helps you. I hope it blesses you. And I hope that it enables you to do life well. And I pray that you and I can meet soon.